You have to look at the camera and say cheese. Cheese. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Remember, I told you guys that I got a dog in my last vlog. He is a mini golden doodle. His name is Bijoux. He is teething right now, so he thinks that I am his chew toy, but he just turned 3 months, I think like a week or so ago. So I was like, why not do like a 3-month pup date, and then also just talk about like my process, me getting a dog, all those things. So he is just going to hang out in the back. Honestly, don't pay him no mind. Like I said, he's very, como se dice, energetic, playful, and he's also teething too. I purchased Bijoux from Starbright Doodles on Instagram. Her name is Rachel. She's super sweet. She is located in Nevada, and usually her dogs range from, I believe it's $3,500 to $4,500. However, I was able to snag Bijoux for $1,500 because I believe she was like going back to work or something like that, and she just needed to get like rid of the litter, something of the sort. But I was able to snag Bijoux for $1,500. She was super sweet. Of all the breeders that I've looked through, of course it was easier to go with someone in state because then I didn't have to pay for like a flight nanny or all of that, because you know she's in state, I could just drive to her. But of all the breeders I looked at, she probably had dogs with this teddy bear face. So you could see like Bijoux has like a very cute teddy bear face, and I definitely wanted that in a doodle. I also like that he has socks. You can see he has like his white socks, super cute. And once I saw the litter, and once I saw that she had it for $1,500 versus $4,500, I was like, yeah, we definitely have to cop. So that was my breeder experience. I'll link all her information down below, so if you are interested in purchasing a dog from her, reach out to her and tell her someone sent you. Bijou's mom sent you. We can touch on is cost and how much I've spent. So on pre-items, things like his bed, things like food, toys, poop, training pads, all those things, I want to say I spent about $175. I also will be doing like a puppy haul video about things that I got for Bijoux. The first few weeks was rough. I remember the first day I got him, I remember thinking, why did I do this? Like, why did I get a dog? But the thing is, I've always wanted a puppy. It's just that when I got him, I think reality set in that my life has now changed for how much ever years that he'll be alive. So now I actually have a responsibility that I have to look out for. I knew that he would have been a responsibility. However, actually having him in front of me and knowing like, yes, Mama, this is your dog, was a different story. So the first few weeks was hard. Also, when I brought him home, he was very curious, searching around my apartment. You could tell that he was looking for his litter mates, because at the breeder's house he was surrounded by them, surrounded by other dogs, surrounded by kids, you know, and then in my apartment it's just me. So you could tell that he was like searching around my apartment looking for familiarity, like what he is used to. And because of that, he was crying like a lot, and that was also stressing me out, because I was like, I'm trying to provide you with like everything that I can provide you with, like please be satisfied with me as your owner. However, as time passed on, he seemed to be like a lot more comfortable with me, a lot more comfortable with the apartment, and he didn't really cry as much. He also did not eat for the first few days, and I contacted the breeder to ask her if this is normal, and she said it is. It's a new environment, so he definitely will not eat. Honestly, eventually he ended up warming up to me. I feel like his personality definitely shows now. Like, he is a very, very playful dog, but he is like more than playful, like more than playful. So puppy blues, I'll put the definition on the screen, but I remember calling my friend who recently got a puppy, and I was like, Khadija, I don't think I could do this. Like, I wanted to cry. I remember the first day I got him, like I didn't eat, like I needed to shower. I wasn't doing anything. I was just staying by his side, like, because remember, like I told you, he was crying and just like moping around the apartment. So I really didn't want to leave him. But then I was like, I also don't want to put him in the crate because I know he'll cry. And she was like, girl, don't spoil him. You need to put him in the crate. Yes, you're trying to get him familiar with being in an apartment, but also you want to get him to understand that like there will be times that he won't be near you. And from since then, honestly, it's been a breeze. She walked me through the entire process. I put him in the crate, I went to eat, I took a shower, I did all of this. Honestly, I feel like I got over the puppy blues thing like fairly quickly. It was just me coming to accept that like this is my life, basically. So coming to accept that now I am a dog mom, now I have a responsibility, now this is just my life, you know what I mean? I also remember crying because of undesirable behaviors like potty training, him peeing on the floor, although I'm trying to like direct him to pee on the pad, him chewing at my carpet, you know, just like things that like you really just don't want your dog to do. But then also I realized that puppy blues, some of it comes from expecting your dog to act like an adult dog and not remembering that they are a puppy. I feel like once I really started to understand that he's a puppy and certain things he's just going to do it, and the best I could do is just correct him, it got a lot better. The only thing I'm working on right now, as you can see, is biting, and I understand that the biting is because he is teething, but it's out of control, like very, very out of control. So if anyone has tips, let me know in the comment section below, because I'll be sure to apply them. Potty training honestly has been a blast because he's not able to go outside because he is under 16 weeks, so I'm not able to take him outside until he's fully vaccinated. But because of that, I have been training him to use the bathroom inside of the house on a pee pad, and honestly he picked that up within 2 weeks. 3 things to remember where potty training is concerned is a puppy will pee after every nap, they'll pee after every meal, like 15 to 20 minutes after every meal, and they'll also pee after playtime. So with these 3 things, once you keep them in mind, it's very easy to, right after they finish playing, you drag them straight to the pee pad. And I also got him to pee on command. So while he's on the pee pad, I'd say go potty, go potty, go potty, go potty, until he pottied, basically. And once he finished, of course, you want to praise him. Bijoux is very food motivated, so that's how I get him to do like almost everything. You make sure that there's a treat coming after the activity or coming after the command. For me, once I remember to take him to the pad after these 3 like activities, it was super easy for him to like catch on to him going to use the bathroom on his own. Of course, he'll still have some accidents like here and there, but for the most part, he goes 95% of the time he uses the bathroom on the pee pads. Transitioning to him using the bathroom outside, I feel like is going to be hell, honestly. However, I'm just taking it day by day. Once we get to 16 weeks and he could go outside, then we're going to talk about that. Maybe in my 4-month, 5th-month update, I'll let you know how that's going. So with crate training, Bijoux only sleeps, or Bijoux only stays in his crate when I leave my apartment and I'm not able to supervise him, and he also sleeps through the night in his crate. In terms of nighttime crate training, I was able to get him to like really sleep, like understand that the crate is like a good place, and how I was able to do that was like with crate games. So like throwing treats inside of the crate, feeding him inside of the crate, so that he could make positive associations with the crate. Like the crate does not have to be a bad place. At night, of course, once you put a puppy in a crate, honestly, they don't like the crate. I wouldn't want to be in a crate either. So naturally, he does not want to be in a crate. So the first couple nights was hard. I was sleeping on the floor. So if you are thinking about getting a dog, prepare to sleep on the floor the first couple like weeks or maybe like month of you having a dog, and you're trying to sleep train them to sleep in the crate. But I feel like, again, like he caught on to things very quickly. Like I think by the 2nd week of me having him, he was sleeping in a crate with no problem, like no problem at all. I also have him on a schedule, so once like 10 o'clock, 9 to like 10 o'clock starts to roll around, he's pretty much tired, which makes it easier. Like let's say he falls asleep, you know, in the living room while I'm watching TV or something, it's easier for me to just put him inside of the crate while he's sleepy, because I do allow him to free roam in my apartment. Daytime crate training is a different story. I am not able to keep him in the crate as long as I do overnight, but I also purchased like an exercise pen, because I honestly don't like the idea of crating them like so much, like so many hours throughout the day. So I have no problem with crating him throughout the night because I'm sleeping, no supervision. So the exercise pen helps to keep him like in a contained area, but also not really confining him to that little space of the crate. In terms of tricks, the only tricks that Bijoux knows currently is off and sit. And he knows off because I don't want him like on the bed, I don't want him on the couch. So usually when he puts his paw up on the couch, I usually would tell him off bijoux, and he gets down. And in the process of him getting down, I also say the command. So if he doesn't get down on me saying the command like at once, then I will put him down myself, and while I'm putting him down, I say off bijoux, off bijoux, off bijoux. And then sit, I feel like he was able to learn sit fairly quickly. Let me show you. Come bijoux, come. Sit, sit, bijoux sit, bijoux sit. This is him embarrassing me. Bijoux sit, sit bijoux, sit, bijoux sit. Remember I told you guys that he is very food motivated. Look at me get a treat and watch him sit down. I'll be back. So you can already see that I have his attention. I got these treats from Petco. They are called the Train Me, Train and Rewards treat, but you can see very, very food motivated. So look at this. I didn't even have to command him. He sits on his own. Bijoux sit. Good sit. Good sit. As you can see, I have to work on training him with commands a lot more because like I said, he's very food motivated. So it's hard to get him to do something if there is not like a treat or a high value reward like in his awareness. But for the most part, he'll do something if I don't have a treat, but like you just saw, he wasn't doing it at all. Let's talk about food. I've been feeding him Akana puppy recipe and he really, really likes that. I also don't want to feed him just kibble because if you think about it, prior to us domesticating dogs, they were not eating kibble. So because of that, I'm going to try to like incorporate some type of raw food into his diet. So I started slowly and I've been adding sardines into his diet just to see how he like it, but also because he's a doodle and I want to make sure that, you know, his hair is like staying healthy. So, and fish, omegas, fatty acids, all that good stuff. So I've been adding sardines to his diet and he really, really, really likes that like a lot. But then I'm thinking when I get back, I'll start adding like blueberries. I'll also start adding like plain yogurt, you know, all those dog safe foods to his diet because I just don't want him to eat kibble. But for the most part, he does love Akana and it's fairly affordable. I believe it's only like $17 for a 4.5 pound bag of food, which isn't bad. And I also get that from Petco too, so you know, not too bad. Bijoux, come, Bijoux. Bijoux, come Bijoux, come. With that being said, you've reached the end of the video. This was Bijou's 3-month update. I'm thinking that I will continue to do these monthly until he's about a year or so, or maybe I'll do them like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, just because I'm thinking in 1 month, like how much will I really have to say? I'm thinking a lot more progress, growth, you know, will be made if I do it in 3-month intervals. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please ask me. I'd be more than happy to make a video. Let me know what you want to see from me. I have no problem creating content around Bijou.